Welcome to today's episode of Say It with Scott, where we take a look at how the words we use affect the lives we live. I'm Scott Sery. I'm a copywriter, and I'm a lover of how we can take one or two words in a sentence, tweak it just a little bit, and dramatically change the message that we're sending. This episode is brought to you by Strategic Advisor Board and by my company, Sery Content Development. Today we're looking at one of the biggest mistakes that people fall into when they're trying to create content. And that's the idea that creativity is the same thing as interesting. We seem to think, there's a lot of people out there that seem to think that the more creative they can be, the more interesting they will be, and thus the more people will follow them and like them and share their content and help promote them. The problem is that interesting will always trump creativity. It will always trump creative. A quick little scenario here. You probably saw the movie from, believe it was made in the 90s. I can't even remember the name of it, but it was about the musical group The Wonders. And they were kind of playing off the Beatles aspect of it, where they had that similar sound. But when they first started out, they tried to do a little creativity in their name. And they tried to do the Wonders with the number Wonders. So Wonders. It was creative, it was unique, and everyone called them the Oneaters. Because interesting, their song was very interesting, and it trumped the creativity they put into the name of their band. So throughout the movie, it goes through, it's got Tom Hanks in it, it's actually really good. And he comes on as their manager, and he says, the Wonders with the O and E, great, creative, scrap it, just go with the Wonders with the W. Because it's all about the music, it's just confusing to people. So when you're creating content, when you're creating ads and doing some outreach for your business, make sure you're focusing on how interesting things are rather than how creative you can be. Because too many times creativity turns into a jumbled mess that nobody really knows what's going on, and you entirely lose the message that may have been actually very interesting, but it's lost in this jumble of creativity. Don't get me wrong, you still need to be unique. You can't just get up there and be boring, but you need to make it interesting first, creative second. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Say It with Scott. It's brought to you by Strategic Advisor Board and my company, Sery Content Development. I hope that you found something inspirational and educational that you can take and apply to your business. As always, if you're having trouble with these concepts or it just doesn't make sense, click the link in the description below. We are happy to help you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you get these daily tips delivered right to you and you get that notification that dings on you to let you know there's something new.